Welcome to the Sony Ericsson World BBoy series. We're here in Tokyo for the Japanese Crew Qualifiers, one of the hardest fought qualifiers in the whole of the tour. Now, just to get this far, the crews will have had to go through countless battles. So you can be sure whoever takes the title here in Japan stands a real good chance for the finals in Brixton. Each year, the Sony Ericsson UK BBoy Championship sees thousands flock to London for one of the biggest breaking competitions on the planet. Over the next few weeks, we'll be on a tour that will take us around the world as we follow the international qualifying series. This week, we're in Japan. The qualifiers here are always fiercely contested and see a range of different breaking styles come together. 2009 is no different, and even the insiders think it'll be a tough one to call.
In terms of the competition, looks like it's even better than last year. What to look out for is definitely which crews come with the teamwork. You know, when Japanese crews get their teamwork and the crew dynamic right, they really are unstoppable.
I think the Japanese have a culture of taking something and flipping it, chucking it around and then bringing something new.
The main event, held in Kawasaki, sees 16 crews go up against each other. These crews have been whittled down from over 200 in pre-selection rounds held all over Japan. Some of the losing crews got a last chance to qualify again just a day before the finals. We got into Japan a day early, but luckily it gave us the opportunity to check out this jam. This is the last chance for a crew to get through to the qualifiers tomorrow. Now, the standard here is incredible. Just a taste of things to come for the real competition tomorrow. And remember, these are the guys that lost. After some tightly fought battles, it was level 4 who took up the last spot and won their chance to represent in London. Level 4, how do you feel?
めちゃめちゃ嬉しいです。関東予選に出て、でその時はあと一歩のところで負けてしまって、で今回全員メンバー揃って出れたことがほんまにその出れたことだけでも嬉しいですし、その結果が自分たちが望んで出た結果が得れたことがもう一番嬉しいです。UK のイギリスの女の子たち、よく見とけよ。俺たちに恋すんなよ。行くぞレベル
4! Level 4 were showing no signs of tiredness in the early rounds and made light work of their opponents, the hotly fancied Fresh Vanguard. And the unique styles of EXC Crew saw them ease their way into the quarters. Befeemoss Crew won their regional qualification and took no prisoners against Skillful Squad in the first round. Foundnation, the 2008 Japanese champions, made up for losing out in London last year by taking out the Depictors. And the winners from Japan 2 years ago, Mortal Kombat from Osaka, took victory at the last moment against Airstick Side with a signature move from B-Boy Kaku. Head spin to 2000, one of the most technically difficult moves in breaking. Kaku's ability to deliver the impossible has seen him invited all over the world to major jams, so much so that he's become an international B-Boy star. Kaku, you're known throughout the world for having a really amazing style and for doing very technical tricks. What do you think about when you're learning things?
そうですね。毎日もう同じ練習を何回もしてて、自分で考えては技は出てこないんですよ。いつも同じ動きをしてる中で、ちょっと例えばその日体がちょっといつもと違うコンディションやった時に、でもその時になんかこうパッと違う動きが出てきたりして、それをまた違う動きを何回もやると新しい技ができたりして、多分みんなと違うのは多分そういう時にほとんど毎日練習してるんですけど、いつもいろんなコンディションで練習してるので、そういう違った形、自分の独特なスタイルっていうのができるっていうのが自分の技。
we seem to see moves and techniques that no one else in the world does when you step on stage. Why do you think that is?
日本人は想像力が豊かだと思うんですよ。で、僕がその外国行って思うのは、外国の人たちは本当に体当たりっていうのが多いと思う。で、日本人はショーケースにしてもブレイクのスタイルにしても本当にみんなすごい考えてやるっていう人が多いと思うんですよ。だからそういうテクニックとかもう全然違うスタイルが生まれるんだと思います。はい。
We're about to go into the quarterfinals, the final 8. Hooch, how was that first round for you?
There was a few near misses in terms of Mortal Kombat. Nearly lost to the crew they battled.
Airstick side.
I think that they maybe underestimated them a little bit. Thought maybe because they weren't strictly a B-boy crew, that they could take it a bit easier. And then later on in the battle towards the end, they realised that they had to make up ground and started having to do some of their bigger moves, which they would probably wanted to save till the next round. On the other side, Foundnation looked really smooth, cruised through their battle. I didn't give a point to the other side at all. They was like completely one-sided.
All right, so we're going to go into the quarterfinals now. Who just told you pretty much the crews that are looking hot, but we'll find out. Got Mortal Kombat versus Befeemoss on the floor right now. The question in my mind though is, have Mortal Kombat still got the skills to beat the Befeemoss? They may have thrown a little bit too much away in the first round. Here come Befeemoss first out, no messing around for these guys, straight into a crew routine. They've set up the solo and look at that strength. Befeemoss bringing the heat with the hand hops there. You'll see guys all over Japan doing that move. In fact, Mortal Kombat's B-Boy Juju was one of the first B-Boys to really showcase them. Since then, there have been all different types of variations. Mortal Kombat will have to go big to beat that round. And that's B-Boy Yoshi answering back. 360s again on just the one hand. That's called the spinning air chair. Look, with a freeze to top it off. That doesn't seem to have phased Befeemoss in the slightest though. There's another routine with their youngest member, B-Boy Haruto, showing some unbelievable balance, arcing his spine into a hollow back freeze. Mortal Kombat look as though they could be in trouble. We've just seen the first major upset of the competition. Mortal Kombat taken out in the quarterfinals by Befeemoss. On the floor right now, we've got Kaito Ninja up against last year's overall winners, Foundnation. Foundation picking up where they left off last year, coming straight in with more tight routines. And an incredible solo from one of their new recruits for 09. Finishing off with a back somersault to stomach drop. Kaito Ninja, which in Japanese quite literally means spinning ninja, answering back with their own routine, which looks like it's taken some serious choreography. Foundation stepping out with another one of their seemingly endless routines. And there's the commando, two guys out now in perfect sync with each other. see it all over. Foundnation going through. In the other quarter-final, EXC Crew continued their run of good form, taking out Body Carnival with some unique styles. And Level 4, who hadn't even qualified for the competition 24 hours ago, were too much for real crime and booked their spot in the semis. If you watched the show last year, you might recognise this huge building behind me. It's an insurance building, believe it or not. But it's important here in Tokyo because night after night, B-boys and B-girls from all over the area come here to practice underneath the awnings in front of the huge glass windows they've got there. Last year we hooked up with the eventual Japanese winners, the Foundnation Crew. I'm going to try and hook up with them again tonight to see what experiences they gained from their visit to London last year. More importantly, are they ready and have they got what it takes to win again this time? How was London for you last year?
Yeah, that was great experience for us. Yeah, but very yeah.
You won the first round, you got knocked out in the second round against top 9?
Yeah, top 9, against top 9.
That's a tough battle.
Yeah, that's a tough battle, I think, but we want to beat them.
So you must have learned an awful lot. I mean, it's so different at the BBoy Championships in the UK than it is in Japan. In London, it's like, whoa!
Yeah.
Pretty crazy. How was that for you? How did it feel?
That was, man.
You've been practicing a lot.
Yes, no doubt.
いろんな視点をこう考えて、やっぱり前のだと、まあ、世界を取るにはまだ足りないかなと。で、トップ9や TIP を見ると、すごいテンポもいいし、すごい、なんだろう、そのお客さんの、気持ちをゲットするのもうまいし、だからそういう部分でもっと勉強しなきゃな。日本にはないなんかルーティンのテンポだったりがするから、そういうのを勉強しようと思って。
Foundnation laying down the challenge with the first solo. Into a spinning air chair, putting all his body weight onto his wrist for that move, and he's not finished yet. Out come the EXC Crew, and I thought Foundation had a lot of routines, but it seems that all the Japanese crews have them to burn. Somersault into a breeze as clean as you like, and that'll be a tough round to beat. Yet another routine from Foundation. And B-boy Sugu topping it off with a head spin. These crews are matching each other round for round. It's going to be another tough one to call. And that is crazy flexibility to end. Taking it to the judges, and Foundation are out, and that is a huge upset. Level 4 up against Befeemoss. Both of these crews have done really well. I would say, looking at their past form, Befeemoss might have it, but Level 4, they've come all the way through. Just a last-minute qualifier, they may well pull it out of the bag. It's Level 4 who come out first, not wasting any time, going straight into the hand tops, and he looks as though he could do that all day. Some crazy threads between the arm and the elbow. And Befeemoss answer back with kind of the same move, but adding that little bit extra, going down onto the elbow and doing elbow hops, and the judges are going to like that. Level 4 may have lost that round, so they've turned to the routine. Ending the solo with a one-arm freeze, but he's fallen out of it. Befeemoss come out intent on beating that last round. And here's BBoy Haruto again. Amazing to think that he's just 9 years old, pulling moves that are so advanced for his age. Finishing off with an endless head spin, and that's going to see Befeemoss through to the final. Each year at the BBoy Champs, we see younger and younger people compete. Here in Japan, in fact, we've got a crew with an average age of just 10.5 years old, if you can believe that. It's not something that's unique to here, though. We've seen this trend all over the world as the next generation discover breaking. With all these new generation of kids coming through, where do you think that's going to lead the scene?
I think the dance will definitely evolve. The generations are a lot tighter now. There's a group that's around 20, 21, and that includes the kids like Little Bob, and then just below them, we've got kids like Thesis, and then just below them, the Boogie Brat kids.
And despite their age, the Boogie Brats are as committed as any adult.
We've been together since '97. We haven't been around at that time, but that's when the crew started. I got in the crew about a year ago.
And you're dancing every single day, right?
Yeah, pretty much. As much as we can, too.
And you're going into battles as well?
We battle in the cypher mainly, but we also enter too.
And how often do you train together? Every day?
For sure, every day.
And as always, the Japanese push it just one step further. With an average age of just 10.5, you can be sure that this won't be the last we see of Cool Pete's crew.
They're doing all the big power moves, but plus they've got the foundational style. That's remarkable in terms of actually being able to place and make it through to a national final, you know.
You believe on others too.
How did you discover breaking?
僕のスタジオに行ってるスタジオにシューバンさんっていう世界2位の人がいて、それ見てかっこいいなと思って。
The kids in Japan must be the #1 in the world right now. It's because they can do everything, and sometimes I feel the kids are better than adult person.
What we came to Japan for is the crew battle finals. Collaboration crew versus Behemoth. Only one can go through, and they both want it so bad. And it's EXC Crew out first, laying down with another fresh routine. EXC Crew coming straight back into it with some more complex choreography. Every single move in sync and on beat. Befeemoss are not going to take this line down though, coming out with the full crew this time. Every single person is going to play their part in this. really incredible every single round, better in the last, just amazing invention from both crews. The call is not going to be easy. Crazy threads now, using the t-shirt as a prop. And that's it. Who's coming to London? EXC Crew, take it. What have you got to say to the rest of the world who are watching this and to the UK audience?
EXC スタイルを見せつけてやる。世界に。Coming soon。見てる。見てる世界。見てるよ。このメガネが見てるぞ。
As my man says, coming soon to London town X collaboration.
Yeah.
Once again, Japan does not fail to deliver. That was some of the tightest competition, some of the tightest battles I've ever seen. In the end, it was X Collaboration that took the win, that will go on to London and represent Japan on that massive stage. They're up against the best of the rest of the world. Who will that be? I don't know. We're going to find out next time, though, on the Sony Ericsson World BBoy Series.